to the Chronicles of Yarnia, the podcast from Montclair's local yarn store.
That could be our outtake.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Kathleen. And you'll see Jen is not here this week. She is on vacation. Lucky Jen.
Yeah.
We hope she is going to try to send us a report from the field, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
At this point, we don't know yet whether it's happening, so it's not even like we're keeping anything from you. We truly
It'll be a surprise to all of us.
Exactly. There you go. That's a good way to say it. Since Jen is usually the one who guesses and you and I both know what episode number it is, we can go ahead and say.
Well, actually, let's see, 154? No, 155!
155, yeah. And look, I started putting in the date, taping in the date.
Oh.
Just because, like, I have questions otherwise, you know?
Yes.
It's like, the more information, the better. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. We hope that you find some useful info and inspo in every episode. So it's been a couple of weeks since we got together to chat. And in that time, we had the 4th of July.
We did. How was your 4th?
It was good. One of my friends who we stayed with when we went to Scotland was here for a week and stayed with us, which was really fun.
Was that his first 4th?
Oh no, he's American.
Oh, okay.
He grew up in Albany, actually.
Okay.
So
we've had several au pairs who experienced their first 4th of July here, and it's always fun to treat someone to what is a very American holiday.
We went to the parade. One of my friends is right on the parade route at Midland, right near the high school. Yeah. Which is like the heart of it. It really is like the middle. So all the bands are still, kind of going strong. Like sometimes we go. Did you wind up going?
We did. I'll tell. We sort of okay.
Because I think where you were talking about standing is where we have stood sometimes, like on Watchung between
Watchung
Valley and Midland.
Yeah.
Right. And that is like the end of the parade route, that's the closest walk from my house as well as from your house.
Yes.
And just somehow by the time they get to that point, they know they're like feet from the reviewing stand, which they get pumped up for that. But it's not as enthusiastic somehow. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we were supposed to, I don't know, did you see Chad and Charlie?
We did not, actually.
They
were notice.
Montclair United, that was the soccer club here. They were the grand marshals of the parade. They were the first group in the parade this year.
How fun.
Chad and Charlie were both marching at the front.
Nice.
Abby and I and Teddy in the wagon were supposed to be with the Girl Scouts.
But Teddy was sick, right?
Teddy woke us all up at 5:30 in the morning with a stomach flu.
Oh, no fun at all. Yeah.
So I had to, text our scout leader group and be like, sorry guys, I can't march with you. But I also had like the pull wagon and things that we were going to use. And I was the most experienced parade marcher of our group. And
we did see some Girl Scout groups.
That was our group. But probably by the time they got to you guys, they were out of the good treats because I sent all of my leftover cookies.
Oh wow!
And
nice.
Yes, I'm sure for the first third or half of the parade. Did you just do
sleeves of them? Did you
No, we just handed out boxes.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible! Wow.
Other folks throw out candy, not the Girl Scouts. I had the brainstorm, right? 2 days before.
Might as well. Just share the
I still had 4 cases of Girl Scout, 48 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in my living room. So I was like, hand them out. Obviously, we're not throwing them at people.
Just hand them out.
But, Abby was going to hand them out. I wasn't going to let little girls hand them out because people. They're going to say, I don't want that one. I want this other one, right?
Yeah.
And a little kid, like a brownie who's in 2nd grade would, feel obligated to go back and, but Abby's a customer service pro. And she had her script. If it's if you want to choose, order from the Girl Scouts next year.
That's right. There you go. Or trade with somebody else.
If you're allergic to peanuts, pass it down the line.
Yep.
Right? You don't get to choose if they're free cookies at the parade.
Absolutely not.
But, it is I did keep 1 box of Samoas and 1 a single package of Samoas and one of the new chocolate chip caramel cookies. They're gluten-free, but they're actually really good. They're like little and quite chewy. They're like soft. I like those a lot. So, and they're nice snack size, right? Although my house, once they get, I think the Samoas might be gone because I saw people carrying them around last night. And once they, when I open
you have enough people in your house. It's like,
when I open one at work, it lasts 2 weeks. When it opens at my house at night, it lasts the night, and that's it, and they're all gone. And I'm like, I just don't understand. I don't eat that many cookies in one sitting.
Well, you have a lot of little people in your house, so...
And a couple of big people.
True.
Who can eat a whole sleeve of Thin Mints.
Wow, I think that's true of a lot of people. It was fun. My friend Rose has, like, a really big wooden table in her backyard, and it's like, she's got, like, 4 benches around it. It's almost like 4, like, park benches around this table, so they moved them out to the curb, and so we have this whole kind of line of people that sit right by her house. And one of their neighbors was there, and it was a little girl where I don't know if it was her first parade or just, she hadn't kind of gotten that close of you before or whatever. Right. But she's like, I love this candy parade. Because they do, all the groups throw usually so much candy. Yeah, but I thought that was so cute. The candy parade.
Yeah, it's super fun. So... we didn't obviously march in the parade. I don't mind handing out Girl Scout cookies, but you don't want them with their 4-year-old, like, making a mess in the road. That would have not been...
not a good thing.
Not very patriotic. So, we stayed home. And, our intention was to walk over and see Charlie and Chad. But, they're soccer players, right? That group's energetic. They can walk fast. And, oh my goodness, they were so fast. Like, we walked over, and they were done before... it started at, 11?
11, yeah.
Yeah, they were done before 12.
Wow.
Like, they finished the whole thing in less than an hour.
Wow. And well, one other thing, so often that day is like one of the hottest days of the summer. It was a beautiful day. It was about amazing. 83, low humidity. It was so nice. Yeah, it was just a nice day to be outside.
It was funny. So we walked over, and I think we had just missed them because... so we were just at the corner of Valley and Watchung. And like there's a bush on the corner. And
yes.
We were just tucked
I call it the Bialy bush. Yes. If you still look like Bialy, there was an azalea growing in the middle of it.
Yeah. We were just like squatted right underneath it in the shade
yes,
there.
little shady spot.
And that's it. And we were like, okay, that's his... and Teddy was in his wagon, shoved under the bush. But... yeah, we missed them because we saw some of the soccer players like coming back to the parade route to watch. So they must have just finished right before we got there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we sat and watched until the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts walked by. But I promise it was like a 10-minute wait until the next people walked by.
Oh wow, yeah, they just really motored.
So they just like definitely didn't wait for whoever was behind them and just kept
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it was funny. We got to, because there were roads closed all over town, like, around the parade route. Yes. And that was the one thing we, I don't know, was Greg doing something else that morning? Or I was doing... one of us was somewhere else, and, like, we were waiting for everyone to be back so we could hop in the car and get as close as possible to my friend's house. And we did actually get a spot pretty close on one of the side streets. And... as we walked up to her house, you could hear the music. It was perfect. It was like we got there exactly at the right time.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Oh, good. No, it's a nice parade. It's a really good parade. They have good bands.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
They've got different dancers. They've got bagpipes. Yep. Yeah. It's for a town of 40,000 people. They do put on a nice parade, right?
Yeah. So I as we've been chit-chatting, I put a little bit of footage in here.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That we captured, not with the sound on, or otherwise. Yeah, but you get to see a little bit of flavor of what our little parade looks like. And then we had a picnic in the park. Did you come by the picnic in the park?
We did not, because we had, we actually were having people over, some of our other friends who had kind of met Greg through other friends. We just had a bunch of people over, so I went back and got ready for our non-barbecue barbecue. It's like I got everything at Stu Leonard's the day before.
Nice. Oh, that's
and made some salads. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice to just be able to sit around and yak and enjoy spending time with people. So that worked out well.
The town picnic has grown, I will say, over the years that because we've been going for years. It's right at the end of the parade. I've marched with the Girl Scouts, or something. It's probably since 2016 or so. So I've been in a lot. Oh my goodness! Next year that'll be 10 years of parading. Yeah. So I remember the first year they had the community event. It was they had a pony ride.
They had face painting because Haley had a red, white, and blue butterfly on her cheek. Yeah.
So, but it was pretty low key. They had a little face painting, they might have had a couple of community associations in there, maybe a bubble person. Now they have 5 food trucks parked.
Yep.
In Edgemont Park, multiple huge inflatables. They had a little whirly swing ride for the kids.
Fun.
A big bubble show. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable. I think year before last they had a hot air balloon that would go up and down.
My goodness, how fun.
So now it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But I will say this year the lines were better. I think Abby got something in the bow buns line, and she waited maybe 20 minutes. I remember 2 years ago, it was a 40-minute wait at each line. And if you can just imagine, you've sat in the heat with your kids, watching the parade, and then you have to stand in the sun for 40 minutes for lunch.
Yeah.
It is not a family fun day picnic.
No, definitely not.
So last year I had the life hack idea of we're going to pack our lunch.
Yep. Good idea.
And go to the family picnic.
Yeah, and just get do the things, the experiences,
then
right?
You get to do the rides or whatever. You don't have to wait for food, but if the kids want to go get a dessert after, then they can go wait in line.
They're not going to be tired and crabby and hungry.
Right. Chad waited there was a mozzarella food truck, the mozzarella guy food truck.
Oh, wow.
He got this salad with mozzarella and great balsamic dressing and chicken.
Nice.
What do you call it?
Kebabs or something? Or
no, what's the pounded and breaded chicken?
Oh, like Milanese?
Yeah, something like that. On top. Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
It sounds great.
So, yeah, but that's the thing, right? After you have your sandwich and the chips that I bring and, all the things, then if you want to get an extra little snack at a food truck, you can do that. But, yeah, it also lets the lines die down a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's my life hack.
That is a good
4th of July.
That is a good one. The music went on for hours and hours. My house is close enough to Edgemont Park that we were on my back porch. That's where we were all hanging out that afternoon. And the music went on, until the evening.
Yes,
honestly.
It did.
Yeah.
Poor Teddy, though. He couldn't do any of the rides.
Yeah.
Poor
baby.
I was like, no, you can't.
No.
And I told him he was too short.
But, if he just has been sick in the last few hours, definitely not
the time. You want to go to a bouncy house? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I told him he was too short. And then, so they hung out for a while, and then we went home and relaxed.
Nice.
So that was our 4th.
Cool. Yeah. I know, I didn't really take any pictures. My friend who was visiting is a photographer, though, so he took tons of pictures.
Oh, fun.
So,
nice.
But it was funny, I was asking him today, he's actually on his way cross-country by train. Isn't that fun to do?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's doing, I don't know how many times he's getting off, but he is doing a book about, kind of just scenes from across America.
Photography book?
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Wow.
So he's getting some shots for that on his way.
Nice.
Yeah. So what do we have? That's what's happened in the past. What's coming up around our area?
Yeah. Well, we're getting to the middle of July.
Yeah.
I would say
kind of a slower time for activities.
It is slower. Yeah.
Kids are at camp.
Kids are at camp. Folks are going on vacations all over the place. A lot of Montclair gets a little quieter in the summer months, which is nice. You can go to restaurants more without reservations.
Very true. Exactly. Yep. Or, if it's a no reservation place, you don't have to wait 45 minutes. You might get in 15.
Yeah. It's a great time to take advantage of those. And all the outdoor seating.
Yes.
In the evenings especially. And you can sort of play it by ear. Does it feel nice tonight? Great, let's go out. And I was just saying the other day, like, this is some pleasant July weather. Like, the last few years, I feel like, and even at the end of June, we had some extremely hot days. But
this week's been a little sticky, I think, but... we have had some really nice days. Yeah. A lot of the, actually, we were in Hoboken Sunday night. Was it Sunday night or Saturday night? No, it was Sunday night. We kind of did things every day that my friend was here, so it was kind of a big blur. But, we had dinner out in Hoboken, and it was gorgeous that night. Yeah, that was Sunday night, because that was the night that Haley got back, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She was in Maine for a while, and then she went to a music festival in Milwaukee called Summerfest, which has been going on for decades. It's really been around a long, long time. But
what kind of music?
Rock, different kinds of rock, alternative, yeah. So, at least the bands that I know of are within those genres.
Nice.
So, yep. So, and now she is back for a while.
Yeah, but one of my favorite, like, fun, family-friendly, low-budget things to do in the summertime is go to a movie in the park.
Yeah,
I love
definitely.
It. And it's, like, it's easy. You don't have to make anything, and you don't have to clean anything up.
That's true.
If you want to take an extremely easy picnic, you can DoorDash something and then just take it with you to the park. Or, you can make your dinner, put it in Tupperwares, and take it to the park.
Yeah.
Be sure to pack a couple of beach chairs with you. I always say beach chairs for the adults, and the kids are on their own.
That's fair. Yep. It could be on the ground, sitting on a blanket or whatever.
Just watch a movie. There are so many. I was just looking at some of them that are coming up. So I'm going to post down below, because it's too many to list on the screen. But pretty much in Essex County, lots of towns have different movie nights, and Montclair Film puts on a series of movie nights here in Montclair. I was telling Kathleen, they tend to be a little bit, I don't know if higher brow the right word, but they have some artistic merit as film.
As opposed to just being family fun.
Yeah. So actually back in June there was a Wicked sing-along, so that's sort of fun.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I remember seeing that.
Later this month, July 20th at Anderson Park, which is near both of us, there's Dazed and Confused is going to be there. July 31st is The Sandlot at Nishwain. Chad really wants to go to that one and take the kids. And I can't even remember if I've seen that before. And then August 23rd is The Wild Robot at Brookdale Park, which, if you haven't seen The Wild Robot, it's a kids' movie, an animated film. It is so good. It'll make you almost cry. I saw it at a kid's birthday party. Eric went to the birthday party and all the kids sat in the back, and we were like, well, we're here, we might as well bring all the kids and not have to cook dinner. So we sat toward the front. And it was such a good, that's one of my favorite animated features that have come out in the last few years. But also, Turtleback Zoo has movie nights. There's some in Belleville and Cedar Grove and Livingston, South Orange. So they're just all over the place.
That's a good idea to kind of check out the ones in surrounding towns too.
Yeah, and Passaic County has movies as well. The one that is marked on our calendar is August 21st in Clifton, which is very close to us. They're playing the Minecraft movie. So I mean, our family has seen it. Seen it out. We've seen it at the theater. We've seen it at home. Where refrains of lava chicken. La 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 lava chicken. Ooh, lava chicken.
I know nothing about Minecraft.
I don't know that much about Minecraft, but I know that song because it's sung. It is a little bit of an earworm, so once you hear it, you'll chicken jockey. Okay. But that one, it was funny when we went to the theater to see. I think I might have mentioned this. It was funny because like it's almost, you know how when you go to see Rocky Horror, there's like places in the movie that you, as an audience, you do things.
Yes.
When you go to see the Minecraft movie, there were like teenagers, lots of teenage boys in the audience, and at various places in the movie, they do certain things.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, wow, this is like very culty. So,
interesting. That's fun.
Yeah. It's a fun movie to see with an audience that is very into it. So, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, so that's now our high on my list. I hope we can get to one like every other week or so. I think that'll be a fun like family outing. Chad's very into movie watching, so I don't mind that. That sounds like a great thing to do after a day at work.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. So I guess we should go ahead and get into some projects.
Yeah.
Are primarily about knitting crochet.
Yeah.
But we digress.
Yeah, based on viewer comments, I thought we had automated timestamps that worked. Apparently they worked for a while, and now they haven't anymore. And I don't know why. I even contacted YouTube. I was on with customer service for like 30 minutes. No one can figure it out. They're like, well, just do them yourself. I'm like, great. I'm like, that's the solution.
And actually, I think, YouTube, and not just YouTube, like lots of providers of different things, they will like change defaults on things and not tell anyone.
Yeah.
It was funny because Kim has been helping with our customer service emails recently, and we all have our ways of organizing things, and so I knew I was going to see her today because usually after every episode, like as the comments come in, I get notifications, and it's a good way for me to see, is there something that needs to be responded to right away or anything like that. And I thought, oh gee, I guess she's just been archiving them. So I went to our YouTube archive and I looked and I'm like, there's nothing there since like June 14th. I'm like, that's really weird. I think they changed the default so that they don't send the comments anymore. But like, I didn't change it. She didn't change it.
Right.
And I don't know. I guess I do, I need to just kind of keep tabs on it more frequently after an episode. I mean, I do. Well, that was the thing. I loved it when I saw them as they came in because I was kind of keeping up with it even though I wasn't responding right away.
Yeah.
And when I went through the comments last night, I hadn't seen any of them. And actually, there were ones that were months old that I didn't know were there. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, so
it's not always our...
Yeah, it's not always our choice. Exactly. Yeah, things change, and because I definitely saw them for a while. I noticed that that they were there, and now they're gone again. So
I have our
thanks. No thanks, YouTube.
But thanks to the viewer that pointed it out, because that certainly wasn't my intention.
Yes.
So now the only way I can put them in is manually. Unfortunately, that means I can't go back in time and add timestamps to everything retroactively. Like that would take hours of time that I literally don't have. But I can do it prospectively. Yeah, so I added time stamps the last time. I'll add it to this time. So if you really don't want to hear about the parades and things and movies, you can skip to the knitting content.
Yes. All right. So
there you go.
And actually I am knitting I'm crocheting, you're knitting today. Yeah. So what do we have in terms of finished objects?
I have what I'm wearing.
Yes, you do.
Which is an oldie. And then I have sort of I have a finished segment of a long-term project.
Yeah, we were talking before we started. It's like our finished objects, our foes are not foes.
No. No.
But maybe someday soon.
Not for mine. But yeah, I can talk about what I'm wearing. This is just like, it's a very summery. I feel like,
I'm wearing that dress.
I'm wearing a linen dress today. And I think a one skein shawl, right? Which I don't wear in the winter. In the wintertime, I'm wearing like thicker shawls and things like that. But in the summertime, a one skein shawl is amazing. So this is a cute one. It says Joji Locatelli's Lone Skein shawl.
Right. Yep.
That I knit in Dream in Color, which we don't. Do we have Dream in Color still?
No, not. We just had the DK.
Yeah, this was a fingering weight, but this works up with any single skein shawl, single skein of fingering. It does better. This one, the Dream in Color, this is the smushy cashmere, right? Like, which was just about 400 yards, maybe 400, 410, something like that. And
you had to drop out some of the pattern or something, right? Did you have to adjust it a little bit?
I had to switch colors for the tassels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is I didn't read the pattern.
Really good match though. They look great. They look like
this is actually La Bien-Aimée in that color. It's
Hal and Sophie or something. Yeah.
Yes, the Hal and Sophie color. But
very good match.
It was stash. I was like, what could work? But I think the pattern calls for 420 meters, which is not the same as 420 yards.
Yeah.
That's more like 450 yards. So, actually, any of the La Bien-Aimée fingerings,
they would
work really well.
They're 467, I think. Quite generous.
And I think there's some other ones. Some of the hand dyers that we have from trunk shows would work really nicely.
Tosh is also right around 400. Those are
the Tosh sock are 395.
Yeah.
Yards, which is one reason I love them for socks because it's such a dense yarn.
Yeah.
But you would not be able to finish this with a Tosh sock. But we do have some sock sets that would be really cute because you could do the tassels in a different color.
Oh yes, or like multi-colors or something.
Yeah, or do like a little stripe in it. So
that's a good idea. Yeah.
So the Lone Skein shawl by Hoagie Locatelli is great. On Knit Night, Dory, who's one of our regulars on Knit Night, was doing just finished a Helen Stewart shawl that was a one skein shawl. Like, what a fun summer project!
Yeah,
when you're like, I need a palette cleanser.
And you know what? Professor Pearl, who is a watcher of ours, and I'm a watcher of her channel as well. She is a math education professor in Oregon who has a really fun YouTube channel, and she's been designing. She's done some designing lately.
Cool.
She did a really fun one skein shawl that, it's one skein and a mini, so it's like one plus.
Like a sock set.
We'll put the name in here. It's like a Scandinavian name, and it is just escaping me exactly what it is.
No problem. I put a picture in here.
Yes, when I saw it, I was like, wow, that is such a great shawl. And I thought it was just one that she had made. I didn't realize she designed it when I saw it on her Instagram.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she had just finished testing it, and it's so nice. And I definitely do want to do one, but I am kind of really all over the place with my whips right now.
That's okay.
I feel like I definitely need to finish some whips before my intention was to start it right away, but I've got some Rhinebeck knitting that I've got to do, and among other
I feel
things.
like I'm doing a lot of business knitting right now. It's not quite obligation knitting, but it is close, which is fine.
So, do you have any? Do you want to show your partially finished object, or is that sock related?
It's not sock related.
All right, why don't you show that?
It is Knitalong related.
Yes.
So I finished one of the June squares for the Berroco blanket.
It's so pretty. Yes.
Yay! So right.
Oh, I love that.
Didn't it look cool?
It's really nice. Yeah.
So in June,
I could see making a whole. I mean, was it fun to do, or was it a little...
This one was great because
that would make a beautiful blanket. Like if you switched, which was the dominant color, or which is the middle diamonds versus the outer diamonds and things. That could be really fun.
This one was super fun. I'll bring it up and
or even just doing it in different colors or something.
Yeah. It would be cool to do like shifting colors. So where you do two and then change one color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be really cool. You could do some cool spectrum things.
Definitely.
Anyway, this one is mosaic knitting. And that was the technique that was new in June. And so, this was a really fun square. And I think, like I talked about it, I think a month ago, this square is all knits. There's no purls.
Right.
So, it was actually really pleasant and fast and
I love the look of it. It's really fun.
Yeah, and it didn't take me that long to finish, but I did start it a couple times and stop it, and was working on other projects, socks and blah blah blah.
I was working on a dishcloth that had a similar pattern at one point in time, and I think the way the chart was done on the one that I was doing, it showed a small segment rather than showing a bigger piece of it, and I kept mixing up my colors and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
thing.
thing.
It can take you a little bit to get the hang of something like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But once you do, it's so worth it. It's really pretty.
With mosaic or with color work, like, to me, the important thing is making the dark color the dark squares and the light color the light squares on the color chart.
Right.
Because otherwise...
Yeah, if you're constantly with every stitch switching it in your head, that's when it's really easy to make a mistake.
Yeah, so I finished this, and then we had our meetup for our Berroco blanket knit-along last Sunday from 6 to 7, like we do on the first Sunday following the first Thursday of every month.
Following the pattern release, basically.
Right,
yeah.
So the pattern releases on the first Thursday of every month. And then we have our meetup on the next Sunday. So, for example, next month is August. The first Sunday is the 3rd. However, the first Thursday is the 7th.
Uh-huh.
So the pattern is going to be released on the 7th. So our meetup's going to be on Sunday the 10th. Yeah, at 6 o'clock. It's by Zoom, and it's on our calendar. It's free. If you're doing the blanket, feel free to come. But I usually start the square for that month. Well, generally I've started it before I get to the knit-along, the meetup. But the point is so that I can, if anybody has questions on any new techniques for that month, we can
you've taken a peek at it, and I
can do demonstrations, answer questions. If you've got questions on prior month squares, we can all discuss it together. Cool. There have been months where they've released version 2 of the pattern, or there were errors that we talk about there, or like choices that the demonstrators for Berroco make that might be not the simplest solution to a knitting conundrum. And we talk about like different ways that you can accomplish that. Like, for example, this square has like well, actually not here. It's like further up. This month, this is the July square, which you can't really see yet. And it has cables, traveling cables, and some bobbles, but very few bobbles. There's just like in the middle of some of these dots on the side. It's a really pretty square, though.
That one looks really wide compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know.
No,
it's
really.
The same.
It's just minor wide because I'm using the Berroco Vintage.
Right, and also it's like it looks wide because it's so short still.
Yeah.
If it were longer, just proportionally, it appears wide. So.
Yeah. So I only have one half of the pattern repeat done, but I got enough done to demonstrate the bobbles, which was good, and to give some like tips on how I do bobbles. But there's one part in the pattern that has a 2 by 1 by 2 cable, where you have the first 2 stitches crossing over. You want to keep that 3rd stitch in the same place, and then the second 2 stitches crossing under. And the pattern says to use 2 cable needles, like one in the front, one in the back. I would accomplish that a different way, like moving things around with only 1 cable needle. So I showed how I would do that. So that's the kind of things that we like chit-chat about on our...
There's so many things in knitting where like there's multiple ways you can do it. And like the same thing isn't going to work for everybody. So it's nice to know options and talk them through together.
Yeah. So I'm doing pretty well on this. I haven't had a ton of knitting time in June, but I have quite a bit of car time coming up because we're going to take kids to camp and do camp visiting days, which are going to be at least 10 hours in the car. A few days at the lake, waiting around. And, so I should be able to finish that square, get some good knitting time on my socks, and I have a June square that it didn't finish. That was a more intricate cable design, and I was a little bit cabled out after May, so that's why I did the what do you call
Hopped into the July because you had your meetup.
Yeah, and I did the mosaic square first in July, June, even though it was technically the second square for June. It was like, not another cable square.
All right,
but there's only 1 square for July. There's only one square all the rest of the months, I think. So, after this July, we only have 3 more squares and we're done.
Wow.
Yeah. Getting close.
Cool. So I did finish my sabai.
Ooh.
Sort of. haven't blocked it, haven't woven in ends. This was the one that I've talked about, I think on probably 2 other episodes, where I frogged a completely done sweater that just was not my style. And it is amazing because that one was knit at such a loose gauge.
Yeah.
And this one is knit at a much denser gauge. And it is definitely not as long as I would choose to make it.
Uh-huh.
It's this long because I ran out of yarn.
Oh.
Well, you know.
No.
So, yeah. So that is, and it's meant to be, I don't know, it'll be fine when it's on. And like I said, it's not blocked yet. But I have a bit left. I've got my swatch.
High-waisted jeans.
Yeah, definitely. Or I have linen pants that are high-waisted that it'll look really cute with.
Yeah. I have a few like that too that are like my high-waisted.
Yeah. It does. It works with that kind of silhouette. So
I like it though. That looks nice.
Yeah, for not blocked and not completely finished, I am going to probably do a 2-stitch I-cord around the neck edge because I really don't want it rolling.
Yeah.
And same thing with the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. I did just bind it off, which is what the pattern tells you to do. I did have to adjust the armholes. If I had done the increases where they said, it would have really cut into my arm.
That would have been uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I'm not sure like how well it is graded for different sizes. And I didn't make the largest size. I think I made like 1 or 2 down from that.
Were there comments on Ravelry?
No, everybody seemed happy with it, so I don't know. Yeah. But I am looking forward to wearing this, and I just did not, with having a visitor in the house for 7 days and 4th of July in there and hosting people and out to dinner 3 times and all that, I did not have a lot of time for finishing things this last little while. But it is at least done, and I will definitely be able to wear it this summer, so I just need to spend a little bit more time with it. But you know, the knitting is definitely done, so that's why it's here as a sort of finished object. So that is that. Oh, another thing that is another sort of finished object. I'm doing the whole wooble. What is it called? 0 to Hero.
Yeah.
I decided that because we want to have them like displayed in the store, I made them a little rug.
Oh!
That I'm going to attach them to so they don't walk away.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? I just was inspired to do this little kind of colonial rug looking thing. So I've got to weave in my ends. I've got to steam. I think if I steam block it, it'll flatten out.
Oh, I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. But isn't that so fun?
Yes.
So silly and fun.
A wooble rug.
A wooble rug. Just what everybody needs, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, so silly. And then I do not recall if last time did I have the hat finished? I don't think so. From the set. Did I? I don't think I had I think I didn't have the strings done. I think the I-cord wasn't done.
Maybe so.
So, so I've showed this before, and actually I think we do have a name now. I forget who said it. And one viewer did have a nice comment, maybe Seeds of Love, because there's seed stitch in it. But Hohi Locatelli does have something called Seeds of Love as well. And there were quite a few things with Seeds of Love. So,
let's not try to compete with Hohi.
Exactly. But you know what? I'm going to name it after Clara, who's my model.
Oh, yeah.
So Clara is our team member Kim's baby, and she even has her own little Yarnia name tag because she's here a lot, and she's excellent. She's such a good little baby.
Oh, that's good.
So she modeled for us today, so we can pop a picture in here. And so that is the sweater, the Clara sweater, and then this is the Clara bonnet, which I did add 4-stitch I-cords to both sides. This is also not blocked yet. But I have written it finally, so
find a balloon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, with hats.
I've made a lot of bonnets, and that's like the best way to block a bonnet.
Yeah, so true.
Because you can blow it up to the size of a baby's head. Otherwise, you go around your house looking for something that's baby.
That's exactly the right size. Well, I was trying it on the Care Bear. Remember?
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to block it on a Care Bear. So, but yeah, she modeled it for us today, and it looks.
Or you
very
could just
nice.
block it on Clara's head. Just say, you gotta wear this for the next 10 hours.
I don't think she liked that very much. She is a good baby,
bonnet.
but still. Yeah. So those are all. I mean, this is. I'm not showing now. It just was in the bag, but yeah, the bonnet is completely done. Thank you. I know a couple more people have said that they would like to test, and when my hat test, I'm waiting for one more person to send me comments on that. When I get that all done and released, I will really turn my focus to the testing for the Clara sweater and bonnet set.
Yay!
So, yay. So I will definitely be reaching out And actually, the best way to say you'd like to participate, unless I'm already in contact with you from something else, like Angie, who made the suggestion about the Seeds of Love, is email hello@shopyarnia, and then I'll add you to that list. Because it's not really easy to contact through YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. So that is all the finished at the moment.
Yeah.
How about...
I only have one thing I'm working on this week. I only have one whip, other than the one I've already sort of showed you. It was part of the Berroco blanket Knitalong conversation. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm working on now. I'm working on a vanilla sock. I'm working on a vanilla sock. You'll see I'm doing something incredibly uncharacteristic. I'm working on a vanilla sock on Magic Loop. I know.
Woo. I love it. On Magic Loop.
But, because I started for our summer sock club, which is now underway. Mm-hmm. We have several events throughout the summer, and one of them is I'm doing my vanilla sock class, which I've done several times before. Mm-hmm. Both in person and online, but we're doing it by Zoom. And I started it on Sunday. So for that class, I it was a discussion on socks and methods and choices you can make. And there's not a pattern, because really when I'm teaching my vanilla sock class, I want to liberate people from patterns. Mm-hmm. To understand sort of how a basic sock is constructed. So you can... Because if you're tied to a pattern, it's the same thing in a sweater too, right? But socks are a little bit easier to modify than a sweater. There's a little bit less math going into a sock than there is going into a sweater. And just fewer points where you can make changes and things away, right? Yeah, but instead of saying cast on 56 stitches or 60 stitches or 72 stitches, right? We really think more about, okay, what's the circumference of my foot? What's the circumference of my leg? And how do those two relate? Mm-hmm. How many stitches do I want to cast on based on that, based on my gauge, based on the yarn I chose, right? Mm-hmm. So then you can take all of those inputs, and you can use fingering weight yarn, you can use sport yarn, you can use worsted yarn, and, make a sock, right? And not have to find a pattern to fit your sock. And once you can make a vanilla sock, you can make a lace sock by adding a lace pattern to it. You can make a cabled sock by adding a cable pattern to it, right? And obviously, I make socks by designers a lot, but it also sort of informs, whether the choices the designer has made in the sock are going to fit well for your feet.
Right. Once you're familiar with, what actually works for you, what you prefer. Yeah.
Yeah, for example, when I was... making Chad socks that are taking me an eternity to finish. And the largest size had a 68 stitch count, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if I was just looking at the pattern, I would be, size large, he's size large, right? Then I would make that one. But actually, I know for my gauge on a fingering weight yarn, for the needles I'm using, he needs 72 stitches for it to be comfortable. Mm-hmm. So I can make choices before I even start to modify that pattern to make sure I have enough stitches on my needle
that you're going to get him a sock that fits.
And still use the pattern, the design that I really like. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the best places to try that out, or the best way to try that out, is to knit vanilla socks.
Yes.
So we started last week with just a vanilla sock, and I cast on both socks. I did it twice. I did one sock on double points. Mm-hmm. So that's what's here. Mm-hmm. And then I did one sock cast on a magic loop, and that's what's here. Cool. Now my job is to get done with the leg before Sunday's class, because we're going to start the heels on Sunday's class. And I'll start a heel with double points, and then actually on the magic loop, which I feel like is a little more straightforward to do the heel, because you've already got your stitches rearranged. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for the magic loop, I'll finish the heel flat, and then we'll do
the heel turn.
We'll do the turn and the gusset on and picking up the gusset with the magic loop.
Cool.
And then we have a 2-week break. But yeah, so that's what this is. Like I said, I finished my first leg. This leg has 70 rows, so it's actually 15 rows of cuff, and then 55 rows of like stockinette. I think the last time I did this class, I did a 3x3 rib the whole time, which sometimes I do that on my vanilla socks. That's fun. This time I did a 2x2 rib and just doing stockinette on the leg. And I'm using a holiday color because I didn't have any holiday socks. And so yeah, if you too don't have any holiday socks and you're like, what am I going to knit with for sock bingo? Guess what? It's a good idea. And then you'll have it for all of December. I'm so excited. I've never had holiday socks.
Nice. Very nice. I don't know if I did that one or there was another. So this is West Yorkshire Spinner's signature 4-ply, and we have it in a bunch of holiday. There are different holiday prints.
Yeah. There's Christmas ones. There's Hanukkah one.
I think I have that in my stash still, but I did one of the other ones that was more like green and red. It was kind of like ribbon candy sort of.
Yes.
They're fun. Yeah.
There's one that has like a dark green.
Yeah.
With
it's dark green, light green, and red.
Pretty.
And white.
This was called gingerbread. It has like red and green like checkerboard stripes.
Yeah,
and then
it's really cute.
Here, I'll bring it up.
Bring that up.
See it. Y'all can get in the holiday spirit with me. Christmas in July. Yay! So that's the leg of my little socky so far. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have holiday socks.
Yeah.
December.
All right.
So
cool.
That's fun. But that's really what I'm working on because I have to finish both legs this week.
And one of them to the point of having the heel turn done as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. So speaking of having the heel turn done, guess who has been working on a sock?
Yeah.
So I had just started this. I think last episode. I think I was like working on my contrast color on the cuff. So this is. Is it Cider House? I'm sorry. I apologize. I should know this. What are these socks called? Got everything but the first page. It's patterned by Summer Lee. And the pattern name is not on. Yeah, I tend to only carry the pages I need with me.
I totally do the same thing.
So, I don't need the name anymore. This is
down below.
Yeah, it's down below. This is a really, really cute pattern. It's very sporty and
some of these patterns are very cute. Like the design is really.
They're really. I feel like they're kind of unique. You know what I mean? She brings together a bunch of different elements. That said, I don't love some aspects of this pattern.
Oh yeah.
So the cable, she doesn't use typical cable symbols.
Oh.
Because she doesn't like them. So I mean, I love typical cable symbols because they look like what they are.
Right.
Like literally it shows you some stitches going behind other stitches. That means if the symbol that you see, is an X with the stuff on the left in the front, that means you put your stitches that you come to next on hold and put them to the back.
Yes.
It's
so
like
your
a little
stitches
map.
On the left go in the front.
Can then go across.
Yeah.
She uses colors.
Oh.
Instead. So
I wrote
over them and did the traditional symbols.
Nice.
But I'm using the Fall at Yarnia sock set.
Nice.
Color Wheel Yarns. And we don't have the fingering weight of that anymore. We do have the DK weight still. And I love this color so much. It's really pretty.
It is really nice.
I did the other one last year. The other one is in my bag. I've been carrying it around partly because I did not take good notes and it has been a year. So I've been like measuring as I go. And I thought I had...
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I thought I had 5 repeats of the cable pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. But I don't know, the way that, or maybe I thought I had 4, and I was so glad I had the sock with me because I held it up. I'm like, oh no, you need to keep going.
Yeah.
So it was really, I was glad that
I do that with socks that I knit last week. I'm like, I have to carry the other one with me. I don't remember.
So yeah, I got through the heel flap and the heel turn, and I'm just about to begin the gusset, but I'm doing you're doing the gusset and you're doing the cable pattern at the same time.
Yep.
So it is not podcast knitting. It is like the next few rows, at least till I get through the gusset, the next 20 or however many rows. I'm really going to have to pay attention to make sure I do my cables right.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense. Well, And I love my Helen Stewart socks. They are on hold mainly because I could not find another set of double point needles.
Oh no. Well, because you're using one for this, right?
Well, because we packed up everything.
Right.
And I saw my big knitting box that has all of my needle sets, and now I can't find it.
Ooh.
I think it might be I think it might have gotten taken to the storage unit, and I need to get it back because like literally that has all of my tools.
Yeah.
All my tools are in one big bin.
I've been doing the same thing. I've been going through and reorganizing things. I've condensed my fingering that I kept, my DK, and my worsted to one tub.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Each?
Total.
That's incredible.
It really is. Amanda knows how crazy out of control my stash was. But
yeah, I have 2 tubs of yarn that is unused, and then I have 2 small flat ones of scraps.
Scraps, yeah.
And which was also a remarkable, not purging, but I mean, I gave away some, did some.
Yeah.
Yes. There were some scraps that I was like, why'd I keep that?
Yeah.
I did have a family of moths that helped me destash one whole bin of yarn.
Right.
But
I know. I mean, I still have tubs I haven't gone through yet, but I definitely, the ones I went through, and I've been doing that with a lot of things. I'm just really, just really keeping what I really want to keep, giving away or selling some other things, and it's been really good. So, so I am working on a sock, and I am also working on, this is the Boket bag, which,
oh my goodness, we're so Knitalong-y.
Yes, we are. I know. I almost said it when you were talking about your knit along or crochet along, but
literally everything we're doing.
Since we're trying to do our timestamps, I figured I would keep this in the whip section.
Yeah.
So this is in the whip section. So we are doing a little crochet along right now. This is the Boket bag, and our team member Emily made this sample. I thought it was so cute. It is patterned by DeBross.
Yep.
And they do not choose to sell their patterns through local yarn stores, which is unfortunate. But we really liked this so much. And actually, I love so many of those patterns.
That means that we can't purchase it on your behalf at Yarnia and then print it out for you. You have to print, buy it through Ravelry yourself.
Directly through Ravelry yourself. Yeah. So we had a crochet group here the other night. Emily was here, I was here. We had a few customers, and we are all using Lane to Nord Natural bag, which is a new yarn for us this summer. Actually, it's a new yarn. It's, one that they're just carrying this year. We've got, I think 8 solids and about 3 or 4 multis.
Yep. And it's 60% jute, 40% cotton. Mm-hmm. So it's like I wouldn't make a sweater out of it.
No.
It's not, that's not its purpose.
It's perfect for a bag. I mean, they literally,
it's so perfect
what it says
for a bag.
on the tin.
Yeah.
Natural bag. So, and the amount of cotton in it does make it easier on your hands than crocheting with something that is completely jute or another more rough plant fiber.
Or something like that,
Yeah. So, it
feels good.
They're cute. So these are all on our website. And I'm actually using some of the colors that our rep from this brand left with us to play with.
Yep.
And I'm making this for one of my sisters. I made it a little bit bigger. This is actually the exact size from the pattern. Emily made it exactly to pattern. I think you get to 90 stitches, and then you do back loop only, and you crochet up.
Yeah.
And it has this cute little, asymmetrical design. You could also, and I think what I'm going to do for the one I'm making for my sister is, make 2 of these kind of handles, one on each side, make it symmetrical. Right. I think she'd probably prefer that.
Do you know what I was thinking? This might also be good for?
A hat?
Perhaps. Actually, I was thinking of getting my Cricut loom.
Uh-huh.
And weaving, and I bet this would be really good for chair cushions.
Oh. They certainly would be sturdy. Yeah.
Woven chair cushions?
Yeah.
That could take a lot of sitting.
Sitting, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if my Cricut is actually wide enough. The reason I thought about that is because we have chairs that, they're not actually that old. It's just they get abused a lot in our house because lots of children sit in them. But they had woven leather bottoms.
Uh-huh.
And some of the woven leather strips and a couple of chairs broke. And then children found that, and they're like, ooh, we can unweave them.
Oh.
Which weakened the cross strands,
Yeah,
and then on 2 of them, like, the whole center of the seats fell out. So, like,
oh boy. Yeah.
we have to replace
do something
them.
with it,
Yeah. I would love to find a leather worker who can, like, replace the leather seats.
Mm-hmm.
The only alternative we found right now is to, like, replace them with wooden and upholster them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if anybody knows, I mean, it would probably have to be local to New Jersey because I can't ship 8 chairs.
No.
Like, around. But if you know
you need
if
to be able to drive them
local,
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Local-ish.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind
NJ.
going, like, 50 miles, 60 miles away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they're nice chairs. It's just they need some artisan-ish work to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking, too, like, I mean,
fun.
you could, I mean, this would have to be with the wood and the, like, padding.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm a terrible weaver. But, maybe. I mean, it might be
in your
cool.
spare time.
Well, or in the future, right?
Or
like,
in the future,
you could, I feel like that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I love the way that, like, this isn't hand-dyed, but it's like, what do you call it? It's not space-dyed, but it's like,
it's almost like a painted
emulates,
effect.
Yeah.
It does. It emulates a hand dye, I would say.
Yeah. And I feel like if you did these 2 together, like this is the weft and like the warps, that would be really cool to have these 2 together.
Nice.
Or even do them in patterns, like almost a plaid thing where you've got like 5 and 5 and then 5 and 5.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Right? Like it would look really cool woven.
You could even make placemats. Like that would make a nice triple placement, actually.
They would. Yeah. Anyway, so this is my brainstorm as I like
that.
Natural
Yeah.
way, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe my weaving would be better than it was at a dishcloth for my mother.
Well, and it looked fine, and you were just starting. It's like
my first.
New. Yeah, it was your first.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think that is it for whips that we brought with us.
Yes. Yeah. And that's really all I've worked on. I worked on the blanket squares, and then I've worked on socks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. I'm very proud of myself for working on socks.
Yay!
So, and actually, kind of getting back to sock bingo and socks and things, and somebody did ask this question, I don't remember whether I think it was someone who emailed, but if anyone's playing sock bingo, anyone who is playing sock bingo might have a question. There's a square that says Clementine Assisted Socks.
Oh, yeah.
So Clementine is our circular sock machine, and several of our team members are trained to use her. I am not.
I'm not. Don't want to be.
I'm not patient enough. I'm really not.
I mean, I would love to be if I had time, but I don't have time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, some of the other people here who know how to do it enjoy it so much. Like Haley loves doing it. Seisha loves it and is really good at it too. And Kim also enjoys it. So we've got at least 3 people. And actually, they were starting to train Ellie too.
Cool.
Yeah. But I think Clementine was acting up that day, so I don't know if Haley actually got to experience. But Haley cranked a tube the other day for somebody that is being shipped out tomorrow morning.
Nice.
So so we have a bunch of things pre-cranked. This is another one of the West Yorkshire Spinners holiday sets. This is so cute. This reminds me of Elf. It's like those typical, red and green and white stripes.
It's very red, green, and white stripes.
Yep. Yeah. We've cranked tubes in Madeline Tosh. This is Spicy Ramen. This is one of their colors of the month.
Yeah.
And actually, we have paired them with some Knitted Wit gems. We got this very sad news this week that Knitted Wit is officially closing down shop.
Yes.
Laura Jean and Shannon, did so many great collaborations for so many years.
Yeah.
And just very inspirational and great humans. I mean, we're happy to know them.
If I can find it, I'll put a clip in here from when they came and did a trunk show.
One of our first trunk shows at our old location.
Old store.
Yeah.
They've been such good friends. We relieved them of some of their leftover stock after Vogue knitting live one year.
Yeah.
It's just been a great partnership. I found them on Etsy that was before they were even wholesaling.
Oh wow!
Like back in 2016 2017, I want to say.
Well,
January
I remember
2017.
We met them at the first TNNA that we went to also.
Yes, that was their first TNNA.
And spent a lot of time in their booth. And
yes.
Yeah. So actually, we do have a few. We've only got a couple of skeins of knitted with sock still available, but we have a few cranked into tubes.
Yeah.
So this one, and you can find these on, if you search sock tubes on our website, like, go to the search function and type sock tube. These will all come up. We love to have ones that are like ready to go for people, because sometimes people come in and they're like, oh, what can I want to start socks. What can I do? And I think for somebody, we have somebody that like made one project and really wants to make socks for her second project. Oh. And I said, this is a perfect entry, because if you're, she made a hat on like size 8 needles before, and then she wants to make a full pair of socks. I'm like, try these out, do your heels, toes, and cuffs, see if you like working on the tiny needles, see if you like the really fine gauge yarn. She may love it and, make another full pair of socks after that. But I just feel like something like this, you're much more likely to succeed as your second project than trying to make socks on size 1 needles from the get-go.
I think it's I think that's good advice. Yeah. So these two are knitted with. We have some, which is one of my favorite sock yarns.
It's really nice and plump and kind of beefy. It's just got a lot of body to it.
And we talked about Tosh, the spicy ramen, and these two as well. This is the grapefruit. And this one is Gigi Love Silver Linings. So both of these are also the Tosh sock, which is also beefy yarn.
Yes.
One thing that I mentioned to the Sunday group as well, the unique thing about Tosh sock is that there is no nylon in Tosh sock. So if you want 100% natural yarn for socks, most sock yarns have nylon in them for strength.
15 to 25%. Yeah. Significant,
But Tosh sock has it's plumper, right? Like we said, 395 yards versus well over 400. And it's very tight plied, which really also gives it strength. So, it's a great sock yarn from natural fibers. And then
we also have some La Bien-Aimée. So this one is Springtime at Yarnia. This is our custom color with La Bien-Aimée, and we've got it paired with some big knitted with gems as well.
Yep, and this one is Grello, which is one of her classic colors.
Very classic, the gray and the yellow.
Yeah, and I will say La Bien-Aimée, when I started knitting socks, my preference, because of the way the very long wear, was the plumper. I still love that. But my super sock, what was it, 2 years ago? I knit socks pretty much all summer just in super sock. That was the way.
Yes, you wound up just picking a bunch of different colors that you loved, and
La Bien-Aimé's super sock wears so well. Like, I will say, of all the socks that I have, and I wear my socks a lot in boots, run them through the wash. Like, I do put them in a soap bag, right? Like, we're adulting here. But,
and taking care of them, but not necessarily hand washing.
Yeah. Right. But regardless of that, sorry, there's a truck outside, but I know that's going to come through.
We can hold a second.
But regardless of the lace, the cables, like, still crisp. The stockinette, still crisp. No fluffing, no matting after like 2 or 3 years of wear.
That's pretty impressive.
It is one of the most durable yarns. And I've had other, like, finer, because there's a lot of yardage on these.
Yeah, they are. It's not a beefy yarn, but it's a strong yarn.
It's very strong. I've had other, and I usually shied away from those because I've had other ones that were, on the thinner side, 440, 450 yards that tended to wear more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just from not being as thick.
Yeah, but this one,
I should look and see.
That's my user review of all the sock yarns, because I've used a lot of them.
We're getting ready to do a new La Bien-Aimée order, so we might want to see if we need to add any colors of super sock or anything. Gene has been wearing the socks I made him virtually every day. Like, cotton socks are starting to bother him for some reason. So I definitely, and we're definitely going to do the cranked tube and heels, toes, and cuffs. Yep. Just so fast. Yep. But yeah, we'll see if I can find it. I'll try. I'll do a La Bien-Aimée tube for him.
Yes.
And that'll be good.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, also, that you reminded me, because these have contrasts. I did get a question, because there's a question.
Oh, yes.
There's a thing on there's a square on the board, contrast heels, toes, and cuffs. And I got the question, do I have to do all 3 contrast heels, toes, and cuffs?
And what do we think? 2 of the 3?
2 of the 3.
Cool.
You don't have to do.
You know, for some reason, I literally was thinking about that driving here this morning.
Yes.
The random things that pop into our heads, right?
Yeah,
I think 2 of the 3 is fair. It's like,
yes.
So it's any combination, and pick 2 of the 3.
Right.
And somebody else was asking about, you know, did we have something that's about tipping things? Or, I don't know, maybe it was that same contrast. It was another question on the contrast issue. And, they asked if 5 rows was enough to be contrast. And I said, I think so. I mean, that's visible. That's not like a row or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. So, all right.
Ta-da.
So
feel free to ask questions. Send some questions in.
Yeah.
And we'll answer them throughout all the Sock Bingo. Hopefully, I mean, and we're trying to be reasonable here, not like...
Yes, we want it to be fun. We want it to be fun. But also, and we appreciate that people kind of care and are trying to play fair and everything. That's really nice.
Yeah.
You know, we have such, you know, kind viewers and customers. We really do.
100%.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to be fair to everybody, so that's really nice. Yeah, so I think, so this isn't really new in store, but it's like something we haven't talked about very much with you all, or not in a while, and definitely would be a useful thing for Sock Bingo. So if you're interested in any of these, like we said, if you search Sock Tube, you can find the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay, we have 8 in-house right now. Or any of our sock yarns that are on our website. We did actually take one down recently.
Oh, the Zauber balls, yes.
We really had issues cranking the one tube that we did. Somebody did order that, who I know is playing Sock Bingo. And we actually
just the way that the fiber's constructed, it's not a tight ply? It's
not, and it really sheds a lot, and it was like shedding into the machine and making the machine gum up and everything. So, so that one is no longer on the list of available to crank into a tube. But if you wanted to knit it into a sock yourself, I mean, we had lovely sample socks here from Shawl.
Oh yes,
you can make socks out of it, but it's
sock yarn.
Yeah, not for cranking the tube, but you know, certainly all the ones you see here, and I know Manos del Uruguay Alegria is something that can be cranked.
The Hope Made or the Needles at the Ready. If, you know, I don't know if those are on the website, but if the Needles at the Ready is. But if you're calling, you can always order those, and any of the West Yorkshire spinners, the Regia. The Lenda Nord. Right? Which are all self-striping or you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
So it's virtually all of our...
They all have the option. When you search for them, you open the item, it's like, crank it for me is the option. So
wind it for me or crank it for me. And
winding is putting it into a ball.
Cranking is putting it into a tube.
Putting it into a tube.
So I guess we are at the point where we can talk about our winner from the last episode and what they won and come up with a question for this episode and see what that person will win. So our last question was, what is your must-pack item when you travel or your travel hack? And we had a lot of good answers, as always. A lot of people have their whole toiletries kit. You know, I'm so not alone in that. I think half the people said, which, you know, it works. Like, if you travel any amount of time, it's such a time saver not to have to assemble all that stuff every time.
For sure.
And the prize is any Della Q Snap. Amanda's using her pink small right now.
Yes, I am. I love it.
They are right here. So I'll just grab these. We can show you these again. We've got them in the ocean. This one is called Ocean. This one is Sunset. This one is Petal. And so we still have all of them.
The small or the large?
Yeah, in both sizes. They really are nice. I think I'm going to wind up getting one of these too, but I haven't caved yet. But
this has been coming to the office with me. It's great. And actually, I put it on my Della Q shoulder bag.
Your messenger bag?
My messenger bag. Yeah, because I could just, I could
kind of clip it on there.
the side, put it through the strap and flip it back on, and it just like hung beautifully off my messenger bag.
I do love all the pockets and the zipped pocket and everything. Yeah. I will get So, all right. So our winner from episode 154 is Kate M.H., whose travel hack is keeping a running checklist of items and adding to it as she goes, which I think is so important. I also am, I have had packing lists since I first was traveling for my job, when I was like 2 years out of college, because it just made it so easy. I love things like that make your life easier. Like I had
the same one?
Like a business travel packing list. No, I literally had it I had it 3 up on a piece of paper so that every month when I'd go on my trip, it's like, dress and check it. And because those days, I wear dresses a lot, matching jewelry. Like, is it a 1-night trip? Is it a 2-night trip?
Right.
I have literally, like extra sections for each of those things so that I didn't forget anything. That is the worst when especially if it's like a business trip or something, you don't necessarily have time to run to a drugstore somewhere if you've forgotten things.
I have DoorDashed a hairbrush to my... I think it was once I forgot my hairbrush. And I was like, I'm just going to have to go to the front desk and get a comb. And then I also forgot toothpaste. And that was the point where it was like, 2 things, DoorDash. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yes, I needed a checklist.
These were the days way before DoorDash. So, and, even with like vacations when we used to rent houses, different places, like there were certain things like we'd bring our own coffee maker if we didn't know for sure it was a house that had a good coffee maker, stuff like that. So it just saves you time in the long run. Anyhow, and
the power converter.
Yes, definitely. If you're doing international, exactly. And then the other part I loved was a spare packing cube for souvenir yarn. Which is such a good idea. There were a lot of great ideas. If you've got travel coming up and you want some good ideas, check out episode 154. People had a lot of good comments about their little tips and tricks. So yes. Kate M.H., do get in touch with us, hello@shopyarnia.com, and let us know which of the Delaque snaps you would like. Yeah. So, one thing Amanda and I have been noticing, and Jen, even though she's not here right now, is that we are getting really close to 5K subscribers, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time. We haven't really thought about, we haven't focused on growing the channel, but, we love hearing from people and talking with folks, and it helps support our store. We are a small business,
definitely.
And we want to stay around for a long time.
Yep.
And we
it's my retirement plan, y'all.
That's right.
We got it. We have a long way to
go. So our question this time is, who are you going to tell about Chronicles of Yarnia to help us get to 5K?
Yay!
We would love to, who knows, we could even do it by the next episode.
That would be amazing.
If you like us and like to chat about knitting and crochet with folks and listen to folks who do chat about knitting and crochet, I digress. So
maybe we'll have to have a special surprise.
Well, if we get to
5K,
or when we get to 5K, we'll do something special. Yeah. But we'd love it if you could help us get there. And what the person whose comment we pick about who they're telling will get 2 skeins of their choice of natural bag. So, and with 2 skeins, you could make a little basket or something.
Oh, absolutely.
I made this was another thing as I was first playing with it. I just, and this is crocheted, but if you can knit with it as well. A wool pouch. Well, I figured, I don't know, it's like, you could even use it almost like a yarn cozy, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You could use it as a yarn basket.
Yeah.
Whatever. I used to make things like this. Some people put them around their plants. You know, you could do all kinds of things with
Absolutely.
that. So, so you could either pick 2 of the same or pick 2 things that work together and tip with one or the other. So, so that is what you will win if your comment is chosen.
Try out some weaving.
Or try out some weaving, exactly. Yeah. Make a placemat.
Yeah.
Tell us how it goes. No, I love that idea. It's a good one. So I think that is us for tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully Jen did get to send us something about what she's been up to.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it has something to do with sweater class, either past or upcoming.
Yes, she does have a sweater. We should talk about that. Actually, that is one good point. Her sweater class starts not this weekend. I think in 2 weeks, actually. It's pretty close to the end of July.
Oh, yeah.
But especially if you, and she does say this in her description, some of the yarns that you might use for it, we might need to order some. So if you're thinking about doing it, definitely go ahead and sign up. Let us help you, let us know what you're thinking about for yarn. If we need to order some, we can do that, especially if we're ordering and shipping to you. And, for something like that too, it's worth getting one ball of what you're thinking about using to swatch with, and then we would get you a full dye lot of something else.
Yep.
If we don't have enough in stock. So, it is the Birdie Sweater by Catherine Ann something. I don't remember.
Yes, it's the Birdie Sweater, though. Birdie Sweater is all one word, so if you're searching it on Ravelry and you put a space between Birdie and Sweater, you won't find it. Right.
Good old Ravelry search.
That is why I spell things out down here on the bottom.
Yeah. So
that if you're looking at it, you know what to put in Ravelry to find things, because otherwise it's... Mm-hmm. There's no AI going on in the search in Ravelry.
For sure.
Yeah.
So don't forget to check that out if you are interested. It is a really cute sweater.
It is super cute.
It's a wrap with feather and fan. We helped somebody pick yarn today for it. Yeah. So, yeah. So, thanks for joining us. Happy July.
Be sure to like and subscribe down here below. Especially subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe.
That's right. There may be people watching right now who are watchers and not subscribers. You can help get us over 5K.
Yeah, I mean, it takes 2 seconds, and it really does help our channel pop up in other people's things you might like, suggestions, that type of thing. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
It does. So, all right. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.